welcome in. Welcome to the Tangled Puppet. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome again. Thank you for tuning in with me. Thanks for giving me your energy, allowing me to grow this channel, okay, with you. Without the help of you guys, there would be no me on this channel. So I just want to say thanks, okay? Okay, collective. My nose is already starting itching. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know the drill, okay? Every time I tap in, my nose gets to itching so bad. If you're a new subscriber, it's like a confirmation thing, okay? All right, collective. Let's get started. Let's get this energy started. Oh, by the way, go on ahead and get you a membership. You can get early readings. You can get members-only readings. If you hit the second level, your name's going to be entered in a drawing to get free readings once a month, okay? All right, collective, so dip into the memberships. Go on ahead and get you some of that, all right? Okay, Archangel Michael, the ancestors, the angels of the highest, widest order, we ask that you ascend down into this present moment, giving us guidance, clearance, helping us ascend to our proper placement that we can now hold, okay? In your holy name we pray, as above, so below. All right. Mister on the bottom when I crack the deck. This reading could be for a mister. Look, we got a Mr. BB out here. Your name could start with B's, or you could be like this butterfly. You could be blooming. You could be flying, okay? Holy Father, show me the initials of the person that this reading is for, or some initials that will connect them into this. We have an E or a J, okay? We have a Z or a K. We have a G or a D. We have a B or a C, okay? We have another, I'm going to take another one. Holy Father. We have an M or F. I'm. Oh, look. This could pertain something to do with a kid. Oops. Something to do with a kid. Something about a grandma's, okay? Maybe their best friend, okay? Best time ever, forever, something about that. So maybe when you were a kid, maybe you had a dog, maybe you enjoyed going to grandma's house, something about that, okay? You like going to grandma's, or maybe these are your initials. Maybe your initials are KID. Maybe you go by kid. Maybe somebody calls you, hey kid. Holy Father, show me the energy of this reading. There's a voicemail I'm hearing. It's going to bring you some type of balance, okay? You've had a lot of patience, but patience surrounding balance, okay? This message is going to help you just relax, is what I'm seeing. It's actually going to help something heal. Some type of personal healing you've been needing. You've been needing this door to open so things could flow again, so they could blossom again. Look, this could be some type of manifestation that you've channeled that's about to come through. You're about to be able to go into multiple directions. If you've been suffering from a broken heart, it's being healed as well. You could be this woman holding a heart People see you as having a lot of strength, okay? You've been through a storm. That's why you're needing to rejuvenate. All this was part of that templed path for you, though, okay? So you would take action to bring balance into your life, even on some type of twin flame union, okay? People are going to be very envious of this contract, but you're going to be so appreciative of this contract is what I'm hearing, okay? The appreciation is about to go through the roof. People are about to take a lot of action on you is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing you have to rest from a storm, okay? You having to figure out which way to go to stand in your strength. Like, which door is going to open for you? Which door will open? Which door should I take action on? But you have this action coming out as black and white. This is black and white. This is your templed path. You're seeing it correctly, perfectly for everything that it is, okay? Forever and eternity. Look, you're receiving a lot of information that's going to allow you to defend yourself, your position, your connection till the end, okay? Defending it till the end. Okay, so you're free from judgment. That's what this patience has been, okay? There was some type of illusion, something casted over you that was to cause judgment, maybe from your twin. But it's like, what do you feel? What do you feel? Will you defend what you feel until the end is what I'm hearing. Will you defend it until the very end? There was something, March 9th, 2023, to 9/9/2023, that you felt. Maybe this all started in 2022. Maybe you could have rised up because of this connection. There was a lot of balance to you because of what you felt, what you knew, that allowed you to defend something until the very end. I'm seeing you put it all into it, okay? Everything you have. You followed with inner trust, okay? A lot of inner trust was needed. Because you followed this path, collective, I'm seeing you rise your sights higher. You reached higher. You raised your height, sire. A sire. You could be a sire. I said Mr. something about that, but you're setting your spirit to reach for this portal of success. You raised your vibration. Now you're able to go through this portal of success. Sorry, I said that a little confusing. But there's an assured blessing that's coming to you because you took action. You took a lot of action to make it to defeat this doubt. So maybe you started doubting a situation. Maybe you didn't know if you'd be able to reach a certain destination. You turned your idea into a reality so you could defeat this, so you could move forward, okay? Definitely defending it to the end, standing in your strength, tapping into that wellspring of power. This storm shifted some area where you've seen a lot of blame. You just started accepting people for who they are. And you paid deeper attention to the different opinions. You resolved the conflict because of that. Now it's time to play, okay? Okay, so you're having movement. A lot of movement. You're on this trail. You're on this path. You got this dragon energy wrapped around your arm, leading you, showing you the way. It's like this bright, shiny orb. It's like, oh, it's shiny, and it's the only thing that's got your attention. I mean, you see this yin and yang by her feet here. You see her just taking action. She's on the go. On the go. Okay, something about that. Go, go, go. Johnny, go, go, go. Maybe her name is Johnny out here, and they're like, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. You gotta go. Run. You can make it. You're almost done. Okay, so it's something about paying attention to the details and you stepping into the unknown. This spark of excitement, this spark of energy, this spark of joy, this sound. This is bringing you to Life Collective. You got this magic ball in your hand. And they're like, go, Johnny, go, go. You could be running through the field and you're just trying to get there. You just got to get to where you got to go. You just got to get that ball. And you got to take it, Johnny, and you got to go. Okay, so it's something about that. You could have been at the very bottom, okay, trying to go, 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 Johnny, go, okay? You were just, maybe you were playing it safe. Maybe you didn't want to put all you had into it, okay? But in some type of area, you looked around and realized there was nobody there with you. There was no teammate to throw that ball to. There was nobody to intercept. There was even nobody to catch it. And you're like, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do? And you're like, I got to go. Go, 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 Johnny, go, okay? So there's some type of unexpected visitor who's seeing you just trying to go, go, go. They become aware of your strength. They become aware of your power. They're seeing you out here at this rock bottom, at this dry desert, all alone, okay? They're learning. They're learning about what you've been through, how you got here, why you're moving the way you are, why you feel like you got to go, go, go. It's because you're trying to get to this sacred pool, okay? You know, until you get there, you're going to be out here all alone, sad, facing this embrace of these illusions out here alone, torn and tattered in this rock bottom, dry desert energy. So you're going, you know what? And you're about to reach your spot. You're about to hit it. Look, you got people up in this hot air balloon like, oh my God, do you see Johnny coming around the bend? And there you come. There you are. You're about to hit your target. It's because you put all this intention and you made that wish while you were at rock bottom. You're like, man, I wish this dude. Maybe you couldn't even say it because you were moving so fast. You're like, I wish for speed. I wish for strength. I wish for courage. I can make it one more day. If I could just make it until the day that I hit that finish line, I succeeded, okay? So it's something about that wishing well, okay? It's something about you grabbing up that wish. And with all of your mind, you put something into it and you were like, I need this to succeed. Look, you were stuck in the mud. And you're just like, I need to go. I have got to go. I got to get out of this mud. So you started cleaning, cleansing, moving, going. You protected your future. Look. You were this one-ring circus out here. You were go, 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 go. And to the point you made it to this golden palace, okay? You're able to protect your future now. You can lay there. Those orbs, they're protecting you while you're resting, while you're rejuvenating. You're being cleansed and glorified for all this strength that you've had, okay? Because you made it to the end. You made it to that finish line. You held your end. You followed what you had to do to keep your end of the commitment too, okay? So when it comes to you could be this Mr. You could be Mr. Johnny out here. You could be Mr. Emperor out here. People see you as an emperor, okay? They see you have a reason to celebrate. They see that you made some time, and you don't even have to be. You could be that in your emperor energy, okay? You could be the divine feminine in your emperor energy. You could be tapping into this red and green energy. You could be always dressed for alchemy, but it's you celebrating everything that you achieved because you're making some type of empowered choices. You could have really been stressed. Like I said, you didn't know which way to go. Johnny looked around, wasn't nobody there, nobody to throw the ball to. Look, I'm telling you, you got the Emperor and the Empress. What? What? I told you this twin flame union's coming in connection, but you know what happened here? You were stressed. You made empowered choices. You are completely balanced. Whew, the energy of that. You made empowering choices. Decisions without pressure, though. Focused on what you wanted, and you made it happen. She's sitting there. Look, I had the message of kid up there. She's sitting there with a belly on. Some type of energy of a kid. He is standing up proud and tall. Look, somebody could have been trying to manifest a child. And they did. Look, it could be a sign. With this King of Wands out here, I'm telling you, with the Sun and the King of Wands, that's somebody who's got success in all they do. And appreciate all they have. This is somebody who, look, this is somebody who's stepping into financial security as well, with an abundance. Somebody followed their heart. Look. You got the star energy in between this Emperor and this Feminine. A lot of inspiration. Somebody's sure of their place in the world now. They have realized they're able to achieve great goals. I'm hearing, somebody probably doesn't think that this has even happened yet. You may not even know yet is what I'm hearing. Look. You could be really busy trying to juggle lots of multiple options and priorities right now. And just trusting in what's going on. You're just being in this flow and this cycle of life, okay? There's a lot of things you've laid to rest recently. Some type of judgment that you called over your own life. Some type of cycles. This could pertain to your emotions, but you know and you're following your heart, okay? Because it's bringing some type of safe and protection to whatever manifestation this is out here, okay? Because everything is in transition to a more peaceful time in your life, okay? A place where there's a lot of progress, okay? A lot of action, a lot of energy, a lot of you realizing your goals. And walking away from situations that don't serve you without resistance, okay? So you're protecting what matters to you so you can have success in all that you do. And you come out right on top of that Emperor. You could be like protecting this Emperor in the spirit. Look, I'm telling you, there's a lot of giving and receiving when it comes to spiritual and universal strength here between these. You are this masculine's anchor in the spirit, okay? You are this person's 10 of cups. There has been a lot of self-binding restrictions when it comes to this masculine and you. But somebody is realizing, it could be this masculine, he's realizing in order to prosper, he's gonna have to put a lot of work into something, okay? A lot of teamwork in order to get good news. A lot of teamwork is gonna happen to have a lot of celebration, okay? There's definitely going to be an ending to these restrictions, okay? To these levers, I'm telling you. This Five of Pentacles, this restrictions, this stress. Somebody's now following their heart. What makes them feel young? What brings them joy? What gives them a reason to celebrate? Like, why do they feel joy in all that they do? Some type of energy. Tell me more. Look, there's somebody who's really been looking at the shadow about how that they've been withdrawn. These restrictions, 818. Restrictions to their root chakra as well, which is finances, their stability. Where's the feminine energy? The feminine The feminine is standing there. Maybe she sacrificed parts of her for this connection. She is taking action because of something she knows, she sees. Okay, so she's seeing, she's stepping forward. Look, she's just waiting. She's sitting in this waiting game with a lot of growth around her. But she's not going to be waiting any longer because action has been had. Look. Power and authority has been called over this relationship, this situation by God. Look, somebody used to be trapped in fear, but now they're standing firm. It's been balanced, okay? Hope, light at the end of the tunnel, partnership and alliance. Recognition and reward for all that you are and for all that you do from the universe. Oof, oof. Somebody who envied you is going through mental conflict. I just seen that when I set those cards down. Look, but you're stepping into healing. Balance has happened for you. Choose your battle wisely. With the third eye and the third eye. What is this? Look. Always let love fight your battles. Collective. Simply just share the love. Because like that, you will never go wrong. Balance, balance, balance to these twin flames. Woo! Way to go. Way to freaking go. You did it. You're going to get a voicemail. Look, somebody is seeking out to you in a challenging time. They want to shine with you, baby. They're ready. They're ready to move on. They're ready to take action. But you have this telepathic bond. So you already know this. You already know the balance has been had. You already know the energy's been released. You're able to control what you see and know now. You're able to believe and succeed. It's because you two have put all the faith in your creator. And it has shown you the truth. Now you're able to take action. Now you're able to spread your wings and fly. Equal give or take.